Alright, I got the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, and this is the 44mm LTE version. So I got it from T-Mobile. T-Mobile had a Cyber Monday deal on it, $150 off, so it makes it just about the same price as the Bluetooth version. If you watched my previous videos, you would know, or I'm telling you now, I have had a Samsung watch for a very long time. I had the previous generations as well, and this S3 Frontier has lasted me on T-Mobile for a long time. It's still working pretty good. It needs a little bit of battery life. Is not as good as it once was. I'm hoping that's what I'm hoping this guy's gonna fix. And I was gonna just get the Bluetooth because I never really used the LTE features, but the LTE one is made out of stainless steel, and the other one is, well, like aluminum or something. And I've beat the shit out of this watch, and it works like a champ. Unless you're seeing this from my eBay ad, and then I treat this like a baby. So feel free to buy it. It's perfectly fine. And I'm hoping the stainless steel of this will also stand up to my gorilla arms banging it into shit. Alright, so let's open it up. We'll take a look. Obviously, this metal band is not the standard band. We're going to check it out, and we'll see how this guy works. So, this box does look different than the... I've watched a couple videos on the non-LTE version, and this does look different. The box looks a little different. We'll see if the contents are any different. That's a little slide-out packaging. That's a neat little presentation. Samsung's working on their presentation, I guess. I don't know what that is. Oh, wow. That's just the watch itself. I did not expect that. Well, that's crazy. There's your watch. And that is all that's in this box. Oh, I see. It shows the picture of what's in there. That makes sense. So this will be the bands. Yep. I thought it might come with both the leather and the plastic ones, but it does not. It only comes with, I guess, well, let me check. It's also weird if it only comes with one size. Yep, that's all it comes with. I don't know why it's not pre-attached then. And here are quick start guide. Looks like they're doing like a more papery paper. If that makes sense. It's almost like a newspaper material as opposed to the normal, like shiny kind of paper you get. And they do have a slightly different charging guide than they used to. I saw this in a video earlier, so it's just this little piece, similar to how the Apple Watch is, as opposed to the little stand-up guy that is from the previous generations. Alright, so the buttons are on this side, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these. For some reason there's a little sticker on here. I don't have any need for that. So the buttons should be on the right side, I believe. So you can see the buttons are a little different than the previous generation. So on the older S3 Frontier, not the active one, you can see it has these little ridges on the buttons, but they're basically the same size buttons. Whereas on the Active 2, they're actually two separate size buttons. This one's more circular and this one's more oblong. Anyhow, that will be the right hand side, I would assume. And there's a little quick release guy here for the watch. Basically, you just stick that in there. Squeeze a little trigger guy. I'm gonna need. Yeah, so there you go. Same thing for this side. And it says, oh, this says 20mm. I guess that gives you an idea of what kind of watch band size you would need. So you can see the face compared to my old S3, much thinner, so it won't stick off my arm as much. It's way lighter, but I have a heavy metal band on here, so let me go ahead and let's get to the main attraction, shall we? Alright, let me try to power them on here. There we go. So Samsung watches are my favorite. I'm recording this on my Note 10 Plus, sorry. I am a big fan of Samsung products in general, and I'm probably gonna need to swap phones. Alright, so I'm gonna stop recording on this and move to my OnePlus 7 Pro. Alright, but I currently have a watch connected, this one. So normally you would have to install this app. Well, the app will be pre-installed on Samsung devices. You'd have to install it on a different watch. I am going to see if I can disconnect this watch. So there, oh, there you go, disconnect. Alright, so now this watch is disconnected. It gives me a message here that's been disconnected. I'm going to try to record the screen on the Note 10 so you can see what's going on. This is my Note 10 Plus in the leather. I got the white one. Alright, so let's go back to here. So I've disconnected that one, so now I'm going to add a new device. And you can see Galaxy Watch Active2, which is what this guy is. So we're going to choose him. Alright, so it's 3 seconds, whatever. So tap this to connect it here. I've paired my S3 Frontier with multiple phones, Samsung and non-Samsung phones, and it's become a slow process. I wonder if the newer watch is going to be a faster process. So far it seems a similar concept of processes here. There's 2 buttons. Usually I go here and turn all my notifications on. We'll do that. So far it seems like the exact same setup. Alright, well it's faster then. I edited that out, but trust me, in real life it's a lot faster than the previous one. Still wasn't very long. I don't even need to edit necessarily, just to clean up the video. I'll select all these. I'm going to skip that because that never works. I do have a phone number for this one. I don't recall the screen always being there, but either way, this is the again. This is the T. I bought this directly from T-Mobile. Yeah, I've never had to do this previously, so this is nice that's doing it. I'm going to connect it. I will probably get a different watch band. I don't know that I'll probably keep the leather for like when I go to professional meetings, but for regular day-to-day, I'm going to want the rubbery or plastic kind of one. Alright, so it seems to be connecting. This is an aftermarket metal one bought, but I really like it. I wish they made something like that for this one, but I may not do it. Alright, so your watch is now connected to T-Mobile. We're going to hit next. So here's some features. So I'm going to install that. I don't know what it is. I never use Samsung Pay in my watches, so I don't care about that. I do want to go here and install apps that I've used previously, because I do like a certain watch app. I'm going to let the watch finish updating. There's a handful of apps that I use that you have to install every time. Or at least that was the case on my S3 Frontier. So disconnected because the watch is rebooting because it's installing apps directly on the watch. I will say for the LTE features, again, I've had them on other watch, I've never actually used them. I just think of it like so it's $10 a month, and I think you get a $5 discount for having a voice line as well. So I basically use it as a safety net, right? If I was ever to lose my phone, the watch hopefully would still be on my arm, and I could make a call as needed. So $60 a year for that service is more than acceptable for me. But I do believe I've switched to using I use Android messages now as opposed to Samsung messages just because of the RCS implementation. So I don't know how well the watch will work with that one, but we'll see. Alright, so the watch has some things for you here. So swipe left. So there's daily activity. So the screen is nice and bright, and it's a clear, good-looking screen. It will take me some time to get used to this new. You can feel it vibrating when you go through the bezel there, the touch bezel. So I do kind of like that. It does look nicer. I don't know. There's a very different look between the two. There's a very different. I'm getting a lot of text coming in here now that I've switched over. So you can see it's a strong vibration. So there's the back key here. This would be the home key. Yeah, that's a great feature that Samsung watches have, right? If you want to just put your palm over it, turn the screen off. That's a neat feature. So let me see my notifications and swipe up to get rid of a notification. So let's go and get rid of that one. Let's go here and then you swipe up. That was my steps from my previous watch carried over. And it gives you a nice little vibration whenever you do that. So let's go over here. Here's my apps. And you can see when I move my finger around the side here, it goes through the individual apps, and there's a lot of haptic feedback. So, oh look, it has my stuff installed already, I think. I always change this, so if you just hold down here, you can change your apps. I always want this one to be stopwatch and timer. Good, so hopefully those are pre-installed. Actually, I want this one to be, yeah, that one to be timer, and this one to be, no. I want this one to be stopwatch. That's really all I use. And then let's check out the faces. So here you can see apps I've previously used. Yeah, so normally I had to download the stopwatch and timer, but I guess there's an update, so let's do that. Same for here. And then that looks like that's all I really need. Let's go back here, and we can change the watch faces. There's lots of options here. Some of these are new, I believe. This is the one that's on the box for the other one that was not on the previous version. So I went to go through these and check them out. I will tell you there's some things I immediately change. So advanced on the double press home key. I'm not using Bixby. I use it to control my messages or my music. That's the best for me. So I can double click it and it would take me right to my music app. So that was Spotify that was playing earlier. Alright, so I took a break for dinner and I've been wearing the watch. It's very comfortable. I had some Omaha steaks dinner, some chicken wings that weren't very good. And now we're having a little tasty Jim Beam. This video is not sponsored by Jim Beam, but it is highly recommended by me because it is delicious. Give it a shot. So, I've been wearing it. It's very comfortable. I like it. It fits great. It slides right under my sleeve, which the old watch didn't do so often, so I am digging it. And when it vibrates, I get a notification, but there are some things I need to change. So we did the double press, the touch bezel. When this watch first came out, apparently it wasn't active by default, but here it is. That just means that little sliding feature you do, right? And it vibrates when I do that. Wake up gesture. So if I put sleep, and if I bring it up, it should come on automatically. Touch wake up just means it should wake up when I touch it. You can increase the sensitivity if you're wearing gloves. That's pretty neat. Do not disturb. Generally, this will work with the phone. So if I put my phone on do not disturb, the watch will automatically accept that. Theater mode. Those are all in these little settings up here as well. So there's the theater mode. There's the water mode. So screen capture is on. So if I wanted to take a screenshot, so if I press and hold the power key and then swipe across. No, wait. There you go. I should have taken a screenshot there. And edit quick settings. So now I can change the things that are up here, which is really cool. I don't think that was a feature on the previous watch. Or at least I didn't mess with it. Notifications. One thing I do want the screen to come on when I get a notification. I do want the notification. This is what I was talking about, the little dot. That's that little dot there. I do want to turn it on for all of my apps. And then I click this button. I want notifications from all my apps. I don't care about certain ones. I want everything to show me, right? And then you can adjust your apps or reorder them. You can manage your apps. Sometimes there's dumb stuff installed, like there used to be a game on the old watch, but that's not on here anymore. It's email. Oh, I can't uninstall that. That's interesting. I couldn't uninstall it previously. So one thing to note, if you have your work email tied to your phone and you use the email app, it forces it to lock on the watch too, which is really annoying. Let me rephrase that. So if your work email, if you're using Samsung email on your phone and it locks by default from the company settings, the email app is also on the watch, so you could use that with the LTE. It would cause the watch to lock. I'll be interested to see if I can uninstall this. Oh, that's pretty good. On the old watch, I couldn't do it, so I had to use Gmail to for my work email, so it wouldn't cause my watch to lock. Now I'm going to save that, and I'm going to try. Hopefully, I can swap that around. All right. You can change your vibration intensity strong, which I like. You can make it a longer vibration if you don't notice it. You can change the pattern of the vibration. Lots and lots of settings to change here. You can move your widgets around. Like, I don't care about this workout one. I'll move those around later. And there's a lot more settings. I'll go through all those in another video probably. But for now, we're just kind of showing the basic setup I normally do. I do want to change the watch face, and you go discover to see your apps if you want to. But we'll see what kind of watch faces they have here. That's a new one. So there's the weather here. It's interesting. Digital neon. Let's see if I can change the color. You can. So I would like that a little better, I guess. So you can do the date, the weather. If I click the weather, it should take me right to the weather, which is good. And then I will allow the weather. So yeah, a lot more watch faces than were on the previous watch. I'll allow wallpaper. That's pretty neat. So I'm liking that one. I previously was using this one that gives you the watch battery, your steps, the temperature, and the date. Which is pretty much what this does except for the battery. Alright, so we'll do some more messing around with it. On a related note, here is the Fitbit Versa 2. I recently got this and instantly didn't like it, so I ordered the Samsung watch. So you can see here's a comparison of them side to side. I do greatly prefer the Samsung watch. The screen's much better and bigger, and there's a lot more functionality. Alright, I think that's enough for now. I'll follow up on follow-up videos. We'll do some more in-depth comparison from this watch to the S3 Frontier and the overall settings. I'm going to return the Fitbit, so there won't be a deep dive into that. But, oh yeah, the Fitbit has this terrible proprietary charger, whereas any kind of wireless charging should work fine for the Samsung watch. Alright, thanks for checking me out.